welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts. Today we are going to be talking about Cockatrice. As always, I will be using my copy of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, so let's get started. Okay, so I've just checked the book, Fantastic Beasts, and I didn't realise there isn't actually a section for Cockatrice in the book, so we can't really do a lot. But a couple of weeks ago, we talked about basilisks in one of the episodes, and Cockatrice were mentioned in terms of basilisks. So I'm just going to re-look through the book at the basilisk section right now, and we'll see if it actually said anything about Cockatrice in the book. No, it doesn't. So there's nothing about Cockatrice in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book, but of course we do have this wonderful thing called the internet, so we will be heading to that. Okay. A cockatrice is a magical creature resembling a rooster with a lizard's tail. During the 1792 Triwizard Tournament, one of the tasks involved capturing a cockatrice. Unfortunately, the cockatrice broke free and went on a rampage that injured the heads of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Beauxbatons Academy of Magic, and the Durmstrang Institute. The cockatrice takes its name from both cock, rooster, and crocodile, which is cockatrice in Old French. The cockatrice is a creature from medieval legends. First described in the 12th century, it is often described as a two-legged dragon with a rooster's head. The term basilisk and cockatrice are often used interchangeably in modern translations of some legends, though obviously the two are different creatures in the Harry Potter universe. Like I said, when we talked about basilisks, if you haven't watched that episode, it might help for this episode. We did briefly mention cockatrice in there. In the Spanish, Portuguese and Greek versions of the Harry Potter book, the cockatrice is translated as basilisco, which in fact means basilisk. The Dutch version literally translated the name of the creature to basilisk. This raises many questions, as the breeding of basilisks was banned since medieval times, and using one in the Triwizard Tournament would be far too dangerous, since its gaze alone could kill the entire audience. In the Polish version of the book, the cockatrice is translated as, and I cannot pronounce that, but it is basically translated as Okami, and we will see a Okami in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, actually. For some reason, these creatures are not featured in the 57th second edition of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It is unknown why this is, and the only time they were mentioned in Harry Potter was the Goblet of Fire book. So, there's not actually a lot to talk about, to be honest. So the next thing we usually talk about is, will there be a cockatrice in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? I think personally it would be a good idea because we've never seen a cockatrice in Harry Potter. So I think it would be nice, like I say in all these episodes, we will be seeing old creatures as well as new creatures. So obviously goblins are in Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, whereas a niffler is only in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them film I'm talking about, because nifflers were mentioned in the books. Now, I think a cockatrice would be nice because we have a description of one in the Harry Potter universe, but we've never actually seen one, so it might be nice to see that on film, and I think it would go well with some of the other creatures that have already been mentioned. And we have 5 films to fill out. I'm so sorry, my dad's hoovering downstairs, so you might hear the hoover. But we have 5 films to fill out, so I think a cockatrice would be nice to, you know, lead us on. So cockatrices were not created for Harry Potter. They do have mythology behind them, but they're described in various different ways, so nobody fully understands what a cockatrice is, I suppose, because there's different, you know, and there's again quite a bit of history. It says, a cockatrice is a mythical beast, essentially a two-legged dragon or serpent-like creature with a cock's head. Well, that's not what the Harry Potter universe describes them as. Described by Lawrence Brenier as an ornament in the drama and poetry of the Elizabethans, it was featured prominently in English thought and myth for centuries. The cockatrice was first described in its current form in the late 14th century. I hope you can hear me. And then there's a little bit more history, but not too much, to be honest. So, there's not a lot of mythology for Cockatrice. Like, there's nowhere near as much as, say, dragons or centaurs or anything like that. But there is a little bit. So the last thing we usually talk about is there any merchandise for Cockatrice in regards to Harry Potter? And the answer to that is no, there isn't, because we've never seen one. So it's a short episode for Cockatrice because there's not much we know about them in the Harry Potter universe. But I would like to see one in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. Next week's Fantastic Beasts will be on werewolves, and that will be the last episode of Fantastic Beasts. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye!